Hello and welcome to this session brought to you by the Academy of Practical Accounts in conjunction with your institution. In this session, we'll look at how to make a few settings in the app. Now, the objective is to set the business name, the financial year, the recording date, the VAT rate, plus the profile. So that is what we are going to cover from 4.1 to 4.4. So let's get to the actual device. Now, those are found in the side menu. We start with the business name and financial year. You're going to find dots there. Now we're going to set the business name as being market stall. Let's call it a market stall. So after setting that name, it's going to appear on all the reports generated by the app. By default, the financial year starts in April. In this case, it is April 2016 to 2017. Now, we should be able to change this. So we click up here. We're going to change it to January 2017. So we scroll up. Okay, we set to January, and the year we scroll up to 2017. Now, please remember that these date settings features differ from app to app. They differ from app to app. They're small variations. Let's click set and see what happens. Now, the first month was April, as you can see behind there, should change to January. Click set, and it has changed to January. So January is going to be month 1, and month 12 is going to be December. So after that, we should click the update button. And remember, there is a guide there on how to play around with this feature. You can read through that when need arises. Click OK. Now we're going to update our financial year. Click update. And there it is. It's been done. Now what happens is today is the 18th of April. Now every form that comes up is going to come with the current date, and it's going to set. Now April is supposed to be month 4, so the financial month is going to be number 4, and number 4 belongs to the second quarter of the financial year. So all the forms were going to come with a date and the financial month. Now when we set the recording date, we are diverting from the default date on the calendar of the phone. The default date, let's see, the default date on the phone calendar is 18th April, but then we can say we're going to record transactions for January. Now, the objective of this is to save the time that would be spent on recording a date for each and every transaction. The ideal scenario is to arrange documents on a monthly basis and record documents for month by month, whereby we don't need to set the date for each and every document. We set a date once. Let's see, let's go to January. We go to scroll up. It differs with different devices, remember. So for January, we're going to set 31st of January and click set. Okay, and after that we click update. Now remember, there's an option of going back to the current date. Okay, now we didn't do something right here. Let's click that. We should go back to January. Let's scroll up. It should be 31st of January. We click that and we click set. Okay, so it's 31st of January 2017, and then we click update. All right, that has been saved. Now before going away, let's have a look at this set recording date. There's an option of going back to the current date when need arises. Just click that. Let's see, and the current date is set. Now let's look at the forms. Which date are they coming with? Now we've got to go back and click update. We forgot to click update. Okay, we've got to click the update button. All right, it's got to be saved. Now let's get one of the forms. Yes, it's coming with the current date. Now we're going back and we're going to set the recording date. We're going to set the recording date to 31st of January. 31st of January. Scroll down, select 31st, and then set, and then update, and click OK. So any form that comes up now is going to come with the 31st of January. So that one is going to save the time of selecting the date. It's about saving time. Time is money. So when documents are arranged on a monthly basis, we can use a single date to record all the documents in that month. It is not illegal. It is not illegal. Remember, there is a document to support each and every entry we are making. Now, basing on the document number, we shall be able to trace the transaction to the document number. Okay, so we are through with the setting of the recording date, and next we're looking at the setting of the VAT rate. Now let's click here, set VAT rates. All right, now it comes with the UK standard VAT rate of 20% and the reduced VAT of 5%. Now, for any country that doesn't have a reduced VAT rate, we're going to put a 0 there. Okay. Now, any country whose VAT rate differs from 20, maybe it's 25, maybe it's 18. Okay, let's put a 25 there. Okay. And then we click update. All right, now the standard VAT rate, each form that has VAT will come with a standard VAT rate of 25%. Let's look at this. Now let's see. This one doesn't have a VAT rate, and the reason for that is that the DIY self-employed business is normally not VAT registered. Normally not VAT registered. So we've got to go to creditors here. We look at the invoice before we are able to establish the VAT rate. Now remember the reduced VAT rate. We reduced it from 5% to 0%, and we reduced the standard VAT rate from 20 to 25%. So this form now comes up with a 25% VAT rate. But that is not relevant because this is supposed to be very simple accounting for the self-employed who are normally not VAT registered, because the bulk of the businesses in that category, their turnover is less than 82,000 in the UK. So we don't want to go much into VAT. And then, of course, we look at the profile. Finally, we look at the profile. The profile should be the information that is filled in by you. Now, we signed on as James. But remember, we had a problem with the other sign-on because the name was already existing. Okay, otherwise your name should appear there. Your name should appear there. Your surname should appear there. And if you entered it in at the time of signing up, that information should be brought up here. So that is the profile. And that brings us to the end of these few tasks of app settings, where we have set the business name and financial year, set the recording date, set the VAT rate, and have a look at the profile. In case of any questions, please contact us by email or Skype. Thank you.